नहीं नहीं तो थके नहीं
डॉक्टर अकबर हुसैन सर, सर डॉक्टर माया मोई जो है उन्होंने ज्वाइन नहीं किया है, तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहता हूँ। प्लीज मैम आप अपना वीडियो ऑन कर दीजिए, तो हम आपको को होस्ट बना देंगे, प्लीज मैम। डॉक्टर अकबर हुसैन सर, सर प्लीज स्टार्ट द सेशन सर, प्लीज सर। डॉक्टर अकबर हुसैन सर, प्लीज स्टार्ट द सेशन सर, प्लीज। डॉक्टर अकबर हुसैन सर, प्लीज स्टार्ट द सेशन, प्लीज सर।
Okay, sir. Hello.
Yes sir, please start the session, please sir.
Sit. Dr. Nilpadmini Rabha, Honorable Principal and Patron of today's program, Sir Suryakanta Sharma, keynote speaker, Dr. Mayamohi Narjari, guest of honor of today's program, Dr. Rezaur Rahman Sarkar, co-convener of today's program, Mr. Shabjar Ahmad, coordinator, Association of Mutual Funds in India, and respected participants. First of all, I, on behalf of UN Brahma College Fraternity and Association of Mutual Funds in India, do welcome you to today's program of intellectual discussion. You all know that this national level webinar is the result of the joint venture of Research Sale of UN Brahma College, and Association of Mutual Funds in India. UN and Commerce streams, and this college is situated at Kajolgaon, the district region, Assam. You might know Association of Mutual Funds in India, a nodal association of mutual funds across India. Association of Mutual Funds in India provides knowledge and insights, investments. We are really very much pleased at your response. More than 500 participants have joined this online program and have made it successful. Today we have some distinguished guests among us. Let me introduce them with you. First of all, we have Dr.
Patron of the program. So now I would like to request
Madam Nilpatmini Rabha to inaugurate this program and to deliver welcome speech. Madam, please. Madam Nilpatmini Rabha, our principal, is requested to deliver her welcome address as well as to inaugurate the session.
Dear ma'am, please unmute your audio option, ma'am. Please.
Actually, I'm getting problem while connecting the network. Just give me 1 second. Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I
ma'am, you are
audible?
audible. Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Am I audible? Okay. Good afternoon. Namaskar. FI, respected guest of honor, Dr. Maya Moin Narzari, respected convener, Dr. Akbar Hussain, respected co-convener, Dr. Reza Sarkar, and all knowledgeable participants. Here I take an opportunity to welcome everyone to this national webinar on the topic Financial Empowerment Through Wealth Creation, which is organized by Research Cell of Upendranath Brahma College, Kajolgaon, Chirang, BTR, Assam, in collaboration with Associate of Mutual Funds in Assam, in India. Sorry. Financial empowerment is a subject that is important in practical life. When we financially empowered, we have control over our Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, ma'am.
Okay. So, in the term financial empowerment is a subject that is important in practical life. When we financially empowered, we have control over our monthly obligations, aware of handling unexpected emergencies, and most importantly, financial freedom. And such freedom we may enjoy by processing of investing our saved money to grow our wealth by choosing different way of investments. In generally, wealth can be defined as the sum total of assets we own. Therefore, the significance of this webinar is how we can aware ourselves regarding our wealth by investing in a proper way. So as we know that our responsibility is not bounded in between the classroom subjects, and our subjects also, we have also responsibilities to various ways and in various dimension of the present context and the various dimension of the practical lives. So considering the same responsibility, we have today organized this webinar to aware ourselves regarding the financial status or the wealth, what is the wealth empowered, or how we can grow this by creating the wealth. So it gives me an immense pleasure to inaugurate this program. So I hope today's program would helpful to participants to expand their knowledge in financial literacy. So I do hereby declare that the webinar has been inaugurated, and I would like to conclude my speech of welcome and handing over this program to the organizer and concluding my welcome speech. Thank you. Thanks to all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot, madam. Now, I would like to request Mayamoy Najari, librarian of UN Gormo College, as well as the guest of honor of the program. Madam Mayamoy Najari, you are requested to speak a few words. Madam, please.
Honorable Principal and Patron of today's program, Dr. Nilpadmini Rabha, Keynote Speaker, Mr. Suryakant Sharma, Mr. Sabzar Ahmed, Coordinator, AMFI Convener, and Co-Convener of today's national webinar, and respected participants. It is my immense privilege to speak a few words here in this auspicious program, like a national webinar on financial empowerment through wealth creation. I think there is hardly any person who doesn't want to be financially empowered. Actually, we as a social being want to be financially empowered and independent. We want to create our wealth from wealth, but it is not an easy task to create wealth from wealth and to be financially empowered and independent, as we don't know the technical aspects of such matter. In short, we can say that maximum of us are not financially literate. So I am hopeful that today's program would definitely help all of us to increase our knowledge in financial literacy and of investor awareness, and then we shall be able to share the same with other members in our society. Thus, this program would help to spread investor awareness and spread financial literacy to all. So I conclude my speech here. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Madam Dr. Mayamoy Najari, for your kind words. Now we have come to the most coveted moment, the moment of delivering the keynote speech by our most respected keynote speaker, Sir Suryakant Sharma. Before Sir's speech, I would like to say something about Sir's profile. Suryakanta Sharma sir is a commerce graduate and master's in law with a specialization in corporate law. He is also chartered associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Sharma sir has over 35 years of experiences in banking and financial securities market. Sharma sir has experiences of working in the Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and in SEBI. Sharma sir was also a member of a working group of NCERT for developing vocational courses on mutual funds. Sharma sir is also a mentor of a few NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. When Sharma sir was in SEBI, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted across the North India, and he himself alone had addressed as guest speaker in more than 600 investor awareness programs. At present, Suryakanto Sharma sir has been working with Association of Mutual Funds in India as senior consultant for spreading financial literacy and investor awareness among the citizens across the country. Now, I would like to request Sir Suryakanta Sharma to deliver his speech. Sir, please proceed to the speech.
Thank you very
There is
much.
an announcement. I would like to request the participants, please keep your camera on and mic off. You are requested to keep your camera on throughout the program. Thank you. Sir, please proceed.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hussain. Good afternoon to all of you, respected principal of the college, Dr. Nasirul Haq ma'am, Dr. Rahjur Rahman, and lot of other faculty members, staff, and students of the college. And I am told that people have registered beyond college also, from Assam and across the country. So I am thankful to all of you, particularly respected principal ma'am, for giving me opportunity to interact with your faculty and students today. Of course, through this platform, ma'am, but I would be more than happy to come to your college when I visit Assam next. I am also thankful to the core committee of the organizers who have organized this program for your college and research department particularly. But 2-3 things I wish to mention about the program before I start my session. The first and foremost thing is, this program, Dr. Rahjur Rahman sir, is from Association of Mutual Funds in India, Amfi, which is an apex body of mutual funds in India. But my dear participants, this is not a marketing event or a promotional event of mutual funds. No, it is not. This is purely an investor awareness program. And the purpose of such programs, which are being done under the mandate of Government of India, Ministry of Finance, is to sensitize young generation of India to understand and appreciate the importance of being an investor, and to share the basic information about investment metrics as well as some products which are available in the market for investment. Secondly, as this program is for all the participants, Dr. Hussain, I will be more than happy if more and more questions come from the participants on the subject. Once my session is over, we will start question answer session, and all participants are welcome to ask the question directly by just raising their hand. We will unmute them and they can directly ask the questions. Today's topic Dr. Hussain has given to me is financial empowerment through wealth creation. And Dr. Hussain, one thing I want to make it clear to all of you, I am a student, I am not an academician. I am just like a student of your students, so I will try to keep my session level of students so that I can reach with them and to get them understand the importance of money. Because some students might even say at this stage that what for this program is being organized for us. We are not earning, we are not investors. Then why this program for us? But to them, I want to tell you, my dear friends, that you are not invested today. You might not be earning today, but as you all know, you are going to earn very soon, down the line in 2-3 years. So once you start earning money, you should be equipped to know to manage your money. You should know how your money you can manage your money in a most efficient manner. And that is why the principal ma'am has kept this program for you at this stage. Secondly, to my understanding, financial empowerment simply means that I should have money when I need the money. And as you all know, we will be needing money in our life, not only for regular monthly expenses, but Dr. Hussain, we will be needing money in our life for many bigger things in our life. Marriage, purchase of house or construction of house, purchase of four-wheeler, then going on vacation, international vacation and domestic vacation, then higher education and professional education of your children, then marriage of your children, and lastly for retirement life. I don't know whether a college is a government college or a private college, but in most of the government even, now pension...
Government college.
Hey, sir? Is it a government college?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, very right. Then principal ma'am at least would be getting pension because she is a very senior principal. But those who are young and who have joined after a particular age might not be eligible for the normal pension. So that is why for retirement life also, Dr. Rajur Rahman, you will need a lot of money to live your life. So for all these things, we will be needing money. From where the money will come?
Yes, sir.
From where the money will come, my dear friends? Your earning through salary will not be sufficient to take care of all big things in your life, as also to have comfortable life and enjoy your normal wishes in your life. That is why the importance of saving and investment. And my dear friends, there are two ways, Dr. Hussain, to get money. There are two channels from where normal middle class salary class people will get money. Dr. Nasirul Huk, ma'am, the first and primary channel will be our salary, which we get from our employer. In your case, your college. And wherever you are working, you will be getting salary. If you are in job, you will be getting money from business. If you are in business, you will be getting money from profession if you are in a profession. So there will be one primary source of money for all of us. And for students also, that primary source will come after 3-4 years. And what we do with the what we do with the salary we get on monthly basis, Dr. Nasirul has, a majority of our salary goes into taking care of our normal expenses, monthly expenses. Rental, grocery, children's education, travel, utility bills, lot of other things. Every month, Dr. Hussain, we have to pay these things, and our majority of our salary normally goes into these things only. But respected principal ma'am knows it very well. She is a very senior person. That we Indians have a unique habit, Dr. Hussain. And that is, whatever we earn, whether we earn 10,000 or whether we earn 10 lakhs, whatever we earn, every individual, Dr. Huck, and for that matter, every Indian family, try to take away as money as possible out of their regular income. And the money, respected principal, which we don't spend out of our regular income, it is called savings. And we are all savers. And Dr. Hussain, you should be proud that Indians are still one of the best savers in the world. We are still one of the best savers in the world. And we save. Every family saves. But if the respected principal remember that in 2016, when our Honorable Prime Minister had all of a sudden announced demonetization of certain currencies, ma'am, do you remember from where the maximum money came out? Dr. Hussain, do you remember? From the kitchen boxes of our families. Because our female family members have a habit of saving. They will save 1 rupee, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 15 rupees. Because saving is in our blood. More so in the case of our female members. So we are still one of the best savers in the world. But unfortunately, my dear friends, we are not investors. Not to talk of best investor, the respected principal, we are simply savers. We save the money, but we are not investors. We don't know, most of us don't know the art of investing. And my dear friends, I want to tell you one thing here, Sugata ma'am, that only through investment you will have prosperity in your life, not through saving. Of course, without saving what you will invest, that is a fact, Dr. Hussain. But you will not only have to be a saver, but will also have to be investors. And what is investment, Dr. Hussain? The money which we have saved must be put into some investment product. So process of putting your saving into some product is called investment. And normally we are all investors also, respected principal ma'am. You must have also invested your saving somewhere. But unfortunately, and most of us don't accept it. Unfortunately, the purpose of investment we have not achieved. Because my dear friends, purpose of achievement is to earn money out of our money. My money should also earn money for me. So the second channel of money, Dr. Hussain, for all of us, should be that my money which I have saved should also keep earning money for me. But unfortunately, most of the middle class, salary class person have utterly failed in the process of making money out of your money. So we have been saver, but we have not been investors. And this lack of agileness, lack of awareness, and lack of understanding the concept of investment have cost us very dearly, my dear friends. That is why in my session, I keep telling principal ma'am, particularly young generation, your young faculty members, your students, that you have not only to be a saver, but you will also have to be investor. And there is a difference between saving and investment. Saving simply means we don't spend our income. That is saving. But the money which we have saved has to be put into investment mode so that my saving also earn money. And Dr. Hussain, in our life, that my money which I have saved and invested somewhere will start earning more money for me than my salary. This day will definitely come in your life, provided we start and we become serious about the management of our money right from the day we start earning. So 3-4 things I want to tell your student first on saving, then I will go to the other aspect of investment. The first and foremost thing, my dear friends, and I don't know whether principal ma'am will admit it or not, but I am admitting very honestly that I did a blunder. What I did, I was casual in saving at least in the first 3, 4, 5 years of when I started earning. I was very casual. I was not saving at all. Of course, the salary was very meager at that time. But even that, Dr. Hussain, I was not serious on savings. But I want to tell you that it was a blunder. That is why I request your all students and even your young faculty member like Dr. Hussain, whatever has gone is gone for you. But for a student, nothing is gone because they have not even started earning. You start saving right from the first month when you start earning. Right from the first month, you have to start saving. Of course, the amount might not be significant initially, but Dr. Hussain, saving of 500 rupees, 1000 rupees is going to be lakhs of rupees after 15-20 years. That is why the importance of saving right from the first month when you start earning. The second thing I want to request your students, particularly, be regular in saving. Again, we lacked somewhere in this aspect too, Principal Ma'am. We were not regular. Some month we might have saved, another month we just left it. That was again a blunder. Be regular in saving. Make it a habit that you save every month. Of course, saving might vary, Dr. Hussain, because of some situation in our life. But what my emphasis here is, you must save every month, come what may. Third and last thing I want to request your students and your young faculty members, like Dr. Haq, keep increasing your saving, Dr. Hussain, when your income increases. With the increase in income, with the increase in salary, we must keep our saving also increase. Because normally, Dr. Hussain, you are in government college, every year you get increment, you get DNS allowance increase as well. Down the line, in between, you also get some allowances increase. And in between, you also get promotion. So our salary keep increasing every year. So with the increase in income, you must keep increasing your saving. So again, I repeat three very normal things, but very important things, Dr. Hussain. First, you start saving right from the first month when you start earning. Be religiously regular in saving every month. And third and last thing is, keep increasing your saving with the increase in income. These are very small things, Dr. Hussain, but it will change your life altogether. I can vouch for it. I can give you confidence of this. So please do appreciate and understand the importance of these things in saving. Now, the second question arises in our mind, Dr. Hussain, what to do with the savings which we are making? Of course, we are saver. Your students will also save. But what to do with the savings? There are two options, Dr. Hussain, available to a normal middle class, salary class person. The one option which a foolish person like me will only go for. You should not go for it, and you will not go for it. But some people might go for that option. That is Dr. Hussain. I am religiously saving some amount every month. But what foolishly I am doing, I am putting my money in my box at home every month, which normally our female members do, even today. But that is a blunder. Making saving and keeping your saving at home is a crime, Dr. Hussain. I am using very harsh word. Because you are losing valuation, currency valuation every day because of inflation. And you are keeping monies out of circulation. That is a crime against yourself, crime against your family, and crime against our country as well. So you should never keep the saved amount at your home in box. Of course, emergency amount is a different thing. You may keep 10, 15, 20,000. Every family keeps that amount. But that is only an emergency amount, not regular saving. So what I want to request all of you, never keep your saving at home in your currency form. Then naturally you will ask me, Dr. Hussain, what is the other option and what we should do? Yes, there is another option, and we all must go for that option only, Dr. Hussain. And that is putting our saving into some investment product. We should put our savings into some investment product. And the process of putting our saving into some product, Dr. Hussain, it is called investor. And we should not only be saver, but we should also be investor. Why? Because the purpose of investment is very simple. My money which I have saved should also start earning money for me. And that is more important. Of course, without saving, nothing will happen, but you must not stop at saving. You must go to the second step, that is investment. And so you have necessarily to be saver and investor. And we have been. Principal ma'am will agree with me that even we were also saver and investor. We had also put our money somewhere else. But principal ma'am, unfortunately, most of the middle class, salary class person of our generation were simply accumulating money. We were not making money out of money. So we were not creating wealth. We were simply accumulating money. We were not making out of money. And what is the difference between money accumulation and wealth creation? Dr. Hussain, if you permit me, I want to take your name in one example I want to give to all the participants. May I get your permission, Dr. Hussain?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Suppose, Dr. Hussain, you have got 1 lakh rupees with you. I'm not saying that you will have only 1 lakh rupees. You might be having much more than that. But just for example, saying I'm saving that you are having 1 lakh rupees with you. And you go for a 1-year bank FD with a good bank. FD means fixed deposit. And Dr. Hussain, FD is also an investment. Principal ma'am also must have done a lot of FDs in her life. That is very natural. Normally, we were doing FDs only. So, Dr. Hussain goes for a 1-year bank FD of 1 lakh rupees, and bank promises him to pay 6% interest on FD for 1 year. After 1 year, Dr. Hussain, when I meet you and ask you what happened to your FD, what your answer will be, sir? Your answer will be that bank has given you 6,000 rupees as bank interest on your bank FD and has given back your 1 lakh rupees. Am I right, sir? That will be your answer. And so you are very happy that you have earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest income. You are celebrating this 6,000 rupees interest income with your family, distributing sweets, enjoying party with the family that you have earned 6,000 rupees. Normally we are in, but unfortunately, Dr. Hussain, you are not right. And please understand, not to Dr. Hussain, but all the participants, please understand what I am saying here. Dr. Hussain, you are not right. Why you are not right? Because of course you got 6,000 credit. Dr. Rahman, he got credit of 6,000 rupees in his bank account. That is absolutely fine and correct. But during this 1 year, when he had given his 1 lakh rupees to the bank, one more happening to keep, one more event kept happening every day. That is inflation. And inflation simply means increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. So through inflation, prices of item, goods and services also kept increasing every year. Tell me, Dr. Rahman, suppose he had not gone for bank FD last year and he might have purchased some item, goods or services from 1 lakh rupees. Tell me, would Dr. Hussain be able to get same items, same goods and same services after 1 year at 1 lakh rupees? Would he be able to, sir?
No, sir.
We all know it will not be possible. Why? Because of inflation, prices of those item goods have increased. Suppose, Dr. Hussain, the inflation rate during this 1 year has been 5%. What does it mean, sir? It simply means that last year, whatever you could have purchased from 1 lakh rupees, some items, some goods, some services, for the same items, same goods and services, Dr. Hussain, after 1 year, you will have to pay not 1 lakh rupees, but 1,05,000 rupees because the inflation rate has been 5%. Now you see the reality, Dr. Hussain. In reality, out of 6,000 respected principal ma'am, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. Normally, we don't look or return in such fashion. Whatever we do, we get, we are happy. No. Sir, in reality, out of 6,000 you earn as bank interest income, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. But Dr. Hussain is still happy. What his answer will be, okay, sir, let the 5,000 be eaten by the inflation. Still, I have got 1,000 rupees with me. Dr. Hussain, again, you are not right. Because you, principal ma'am might be knowing that all earning on investment, maybe through interest, dividend, or whatever income you get on your investment. In most of the cases, Dr. Hussain, income on investment is taxable. You will have to pay tax on the income which you have got on your investment. And in the case of FD, Dr. Hussain, principal ma'am must be knowing, every penny you earn as bank interest on your bank FD, Dr. Hussain, is taxable. Suppose you are in 20% bracket, then you will have to pay 20% income tax on 6,000 as well. Because the FD rates are very clear. Whatever FD income you have to pay income tax as per your slab. Now you see the proposition, Dr. Hussain, you are very happy when you earn 6,000 rupees as bank interest income. But in reality, out of 6,000 rupees, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation, and 1,200 rupees you have to pay as income tax. Did you get something in reality, Dr. Hussain? No. Rather, you have lost 200 rupees in this process.
Yes.
What type of investment it is? What type of investment it is? That where we are getting nothing in reality, rather losing someone. Suppose I take this example forward. Suppose the interest rate is 8% in the second scenario. Then in that case, Dr. Hussain, you will get 8,000 rupees as bank interest income. Again, we treat inflation at 5%. So out of 8,000, Dr. Rahman, 5,000 will be eaten by the inflation. Again, 20% income tax on 8,000. That is 1,600 will Dr. Hussain we need to pay to the government. But even after that, Dr. Rahman, there remains 1,400 in the second scenario. 8,000 minus 5,000 minus 1,600, balance 1,400. And Dr. Hussain, this 1,400 is your real return. Mind it. This 1,400 is your real return and the only return. 8,000 is not your return. That is only a notional return. Your real return in the second scenario is 1,400. In the first scenario, Dr. Hussain, there was no real return at all. You got nothing in reality. So what I want to tell you, that unless and until we earn some real return on your investments, we will not be creating wealth. We will simply be accumulating wealth. So we have to work very hard, respected principal ma'am, that our investment earned some real return. And the formula of real return, I want to give you all the students, particularly if they want to note it down, please note it down. Real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability, if any. Again, repeat, real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability, if any. In the first scenario, my dear friends, there was no real return, rather a loss of 200 rupees. In the second scenario, there was a real return of 1,400 rupees. So what I want to emphasize here, and you make you to understand, that you will have to earn real return on most of your investments to make you wealthy. You should be very sincere and work hard that you earn some real return on your investments. But why we have not been earning real return, Dr. Hussain? Have you given any thought to it? Why most of the middle class, salary class person have not got real return on most of their investment? What was the reason? There was a reason, Dr. Hussain, and the reason lies in our mind only, not outside somewhere else. And what is your mindset? Principal ma'am must be knowing it very well. Most of the middle class, salary class person don't want to take any risk in investment. Arey Baba, don't talk about risk. I want safe investment. And what is safe investment? That my principal should be intact. My principal should be secured. This is safe investment. So I am not bothered about any return. But what I am bothered only is that my money should be secured. But Dr. Hussain, that was not a wise thinking. That was not right approach. Because my only emphasis was in safe investment, keeping my money safe, intact. But that was not a right approach. I was wrong. I want to tell you, and to all middle class person who have done this approach were wrong. Why? Because, my dear friends, you must know it. The basic funda of economics is more risk, more reward. If you take risk, Dr. Hussain, there is a possibility that you will earn some real return. But if you don't take risk, there are literally no chance of getting some real return. So we have to take risk, but normally we have not taken risk. That was a blunder on our part. But to young generation, I want to tell them, please do take risk in investment as well. Because more risk you take, there is a probability that you will get more real return on your investment, no guarantee at all. But probability increases. When you take high risk, Dr. Hussain, there is a probability that you will get higher return or some real return on investments. So that is why risk taking is an integral part of investment success. But you have to take calculated risk. You should not take blind risk. Blind risk simply means you don't know anything about the product and you have invested money in it. No. First understand the money. First understand the product where you are investing. How much risk is in the product, whether that risk is you can take. That is calculated risk. And blind risk simply means you don't know anything and you have invested money. That is a blind risk. So you should take calculated risk. And one more thing I want to tell you, my dear friends, risk can be managed. We can manage your risk. We can minimize your risk, Dr. Rahman. And how we can do? Very simple two-word formula I am sharing to all of you. Dr. Haq, you may or may not jot it down, but keep it in mind. Very simple two-word formula only. To management of risk, that is risk management. And formula is only two words: think, understand, and invest. I have used two words only, Dr. Hussain. Think, first think, then understand the product where you are investing, and then only invest. What you have to think, two things about yourself. The first and foremost thing is how much risk I can take. What is my risk appetite? What is my risk-taking capacity? And Dr. Hussain, every individual has got different risk appetite. You have got different risk appetite. Dr. Haq has got different one. Dr. Rahman has got different one. Principal ma'am has got different one. And other running participants have also got different one. Why? Because our income is different. Firstly, because our family obligations are different. And thirdly, because we live in a different social structure. So my risk is dependent on my income, on my family obligations, and my social structure. So my risk appetite is individual. It is not common. That is why risk appetite amongst all persons are not common, are not same. Even in your college, even amongst the faculty members, every faculty member has got different risk appetite, and he or she should take investment decision strictly, Dr. Hussain, as per his or her risk appetite. Second thing is, we have to see that we should make our investment in such a manner that when I need the money, when I should have money, that's the only purpose of investment, Dr. Hussain, you will appreciate. Because why we save? Why we invest? because we know very well that in future, we will be having lot of money requirement for bigger things in our life. And for those bigger things, I should have money when the bigger things will come in our life. So what you should think while making investment decision is, that is time horizon of investment. Time horizon of investment is also very important, Dr. Hussain. Just think it. Suppose you have planned a international vacation with your family after 5 years, suppose, and you have started saving for that, and you have started investing for that. But you are investing in a product, Dr. Hussain, which will give you return after 10 years. On the one hand, you have planned for international vacation for the family after 5 years, but you are investing in the product which will give you return and give back your money after 10 years. So it is a mismatch. You will not be able to have a money to go to international vacation because you have invested in the 10-year investment product. So this mismatch will cost you very dearly. That is why time horizon of investment is very, very important, Dr. Haq. And how we can have time horizon investment? I just want to request all of you to understand, Dr. Hussain and Dr. Rahman and Dr. Haq and other faculty members to execute, and for students to understand. Dr. Hussain, I want 1 hour from you next Sunday. I want to come to your home. Would you allow me?
Yes, sir.
You have very reluctantly told me, okay, sir, come, because you don't know me. You don't know what for I want to come to you. Don't worry, sir. I'm not coming to your home, but still I want 1 hour from you next Sunday. And not only from you, but all young faculty members. But that request I can't make to respected principal, ma'am, because she has already crossed that age to make the things which I want to explain to all of you. Next Sunday, Dr. Hussain, sit with your family. Take a paper. On the paper, make 3 columns. First column, second column, and third column. In the first column, Dr. Hussain, jot down all the major things in your life which you will be doing. Normally, what are the major things? What are the milestones normally, Dr. Hussain? The first major thing is marriage if you are not married yet. Second thing is celebration when children will come in our life. Third thing might be purchase of construction of a house for the family. That is very natural for every family. Fourth thing is purchase of a 4-wheeler. That is also very normal thing nowadays. Then going on vacation is also normal thing in nowadays, principal ma'am. In our generation time, going on vacation was not the norm, but now it is very normal thing. Dr. Rahman, every family wants to go on vacation. Periodically, every 5 years, every 3 years, every 10 years. Not only domestic vacation, but also international vacation. But for those, my dear friends, you will need money, rather huge money. Then after that, after some years, one very big thing will be happening in your life. That is, Dr. Rahman, higher education and professional education of children. Your children will be grown up. They will be going on for higher education and professional education. Naturally, you will need huge money for that. Once their education is over, Dr. Rahman, definitely you will think of their marriage age, which normally in Indian context, parents take care of marriage age of their kids. And lastly, Dr. Rahman, if you don't have regular pension, living retirement life is also a very big thing. Very big thing. And one more thing, Dr. Hussain, you should appreciate, and Dr. Principal Ma'am must be knowing it. At the time of our independence, Dr. Hussain, in 1947, average age of Indian was 47 years only. But respected Principal Ma'am, now average age of Indian has risen from 47 years to 71 years. What does it convey, Dr. Hussain? That even after retirement, normal middle class, salary class person will live 10, 15, 20, 25 years. From where the Dr. Hussain money will come to you if you don't have regular pension? Because even after retirement, your salary will also not be credited in your bank account. Principal ma'am will simply say, no, Maba, now you have retired. You manage your affairs. I am not going to credit your salary monthly now, which I used to do it earlier, because now we have retired. So from where the money will come? Normally what we do and we should do, that we should start accumulating huge money for our retirement life. So in the first column, Dr. Hussain, you jot down what are the major things which I have just discussed. But if I have left out something, you can add on, Dr. Hussain. In the second column, against each milestone, you start putting the period. 2 year, 3 year, when this milestone or major thing will be happening in your life. Just estimate only. Precisely, of course, it is not possible. Just estimate. 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 20 year, retirement after 30 years, suppose. Likewise. In the third and very important column, Dr. Hussain, now start giving, mentioning the money which you will need for all these major items. Two things, Dr. Hussain, I want your attention to. Two major things in your life. Dr. Hussain, can you tell me what is the MBA cost of from a good reputed institute to MBA, two year regular MBA degree from a cost today? Around 20 lakhs, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Around 20 lakhs, 15, 20 lakhs. But my dear friends, Dr. Hussain and Dr. Rahman and Dr. Haq, today it is 20 lakhs cost of MBA degree. But when your children will go for MBA degree or for other higher education after 20, 25 years, have you ever imagined, Dr. Hussain, what will be the cost of MBA degree? The degree which is costing around 20 lakhs today, Dr. Hussain, after 20, 25 years, it will cost not less than 2 crore rupees because of inflation. Mind it, what I am saying. It might pinch you, but it is a reality of life. So you will need not 20 lakhs, Dr. Hussain, but 2 crore for higher education of one single children. And perchance you have got 2 children, then 4 crore only for the higher education of children. Now, one more thing I want to tell you. Suppose, Dr. Rahman,
yes,
your age is around 30 today. And what you are saying that you are managing your monthly expenses with 30,000 today. Today you are managing your monthly expenses with 30,000. Dr. Haq, after 30 years, when Dr. Rahman will be at 60 and going retired near retirement, can you dream or can you think, Dr. Rahman, that the monthly expenses which you are managing at 30,000 today, principal ma'am, after 30 years for the same level of living, same standard of living, Dr. Rahman, you will need not less than 2 lakh rupees per month because of inflation. And 2 lakhs simply means 25 lakh, literally 25 lakhs per year. And once you have retired, no money, no salary will be credited to your account. From where these 25 lakhs will come? You will have to work very hard to accumulate your retirement corpus. Because normally, typically what happened, Dr. Hussain, when we retire, we accumulate money and we also get some superannuation benefits. We club all this amount and put some in some investments. And whatever interest we earn on those corpus, we normally enjoy our retired life. So how much retirement corpus you should have, Dr. Hussain? If one thumb rule is there, your retirement corpus should be normally 20 times of your annual expenses at the time of retirement. Mind it. I again repeat, your retirement corpus should be around 20 times of your annual expenses at the time of retirement. And Dr. Rahman, I have just discussed, you will be needing around 25 lakhs per year for your retirement expenses every year. Multiplied by 20, what it becomes? 5 crore rupees. Dr. Rahman, if you listen to me attentively,
Yes, sir.
You will be needing around 5 crore rupees for your retired life only. So make that total of last column now, and you will be scary. And principal ma'am, I want them to be scary. I want them to be scary. The total, if you make the total of the last column, Dr. Hussain, those who are around 30 today will need around 10 to 12 crore rupees for their milestones only in their life. From where that money will come, Dr. Rahman? Dr. Haq was mentioning me before the program that she had made this promise, make the thing. Then what is that? That she's going to Amitabh Bachchan KBC show, winning 7 crore rupees as first prize, and remaining she will easily manage. All the best to Dr. Haq. But what about others? What about lakhs of people, Dr. Rahman, like you and other people? Yes, my dear friends, I want to give you confidence now. And I want to say you with confidence that you all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life for your milestone, my dear participants. Provided, Principal Ma'am, they start sincerely working on their saving and investment right from today, if they are already earning. And those students, I want to tell you, they should be very serious about saving and investment right from the first month when they earn. And Dr. Hussain, the chart which we have just made, first column, second column, and third column, my dear friend, Dr. Haq, it is called financial plan. And every individual should have their financial plan. Particularly those who are young, I have not requested to Principal Ma'am, but I am requesting to all faculty members, have your financial plan. And my dear Dr. Rahman, financial plan is not a rocket science. It is damn easy thing. Sit with your family next Sunday. Take a paper, make the column, which we have just discussed, make your financial plan. Because once financial plan is in place, Dr. Hussain, you will have clear picture of the need of the money in your life, how much money you will need, at what time, and for what purpose. So please do prepare your financial plan. And I say with more emphasis here, Dr. Haq, every earning member must have his or her financial plan. Because financial plan will define your financial goals. And once goals are defined, and Dr. Hussain, psychologists say that you will work hard. Because those who have got defined goals in their life, including financial goals, they work hard because they know it very well that we have to do this thing. We have to get this money for this purpose at that time. That is why the importance of financial planning. And I will again request all of you, please do develop your financial plan, and no need of anybody is required. You are educated person, you yourself can do it. And for students also, I want to tell them, when they start earning, they should have their financial plan in place within the first 6 months of their earning. The early you make, better you will be placed to make more informed decisions with regard to your investments. One more thing I want to tell about investment, Dr. Hussain, and that is very, very important, and that is called power of compounding. And Principal Ma'am must be knowing it. Power of compounding, Dr. Haq, is 8th wonder of the world. Power of compounding is 8th wonder of the world, Dr. Hussain. And what is power of compounding in investment? Very simple thing, but very important thing. You have to make a promise with yourself. Dr. Rahman, if you are there, you have to make a promise with yourself, not with others, but with yourself only. And what is that? Whenever and whatever return I get on my investment, Because when you will save and invest, definitely you will get return. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but definitely after 1, 2 or 3 or 5 years. So whenever I get return on my investment, return amount is not significant. It might be 50 rupees, it might be 500 rupees, it might be 5,000 rupees, it might be 5 lakhs rupees. Whenever I get some return on my investment, I will never use that return for my consumption. I will never consume that. I will never use that. What I will do, Dr. Hussain, I will keep reinvesting that. I will keep reinvesting that, at not in one time, every time next 20 years. Every time I get return, I will keep reinvesting. And this is eighth wonder of the world. I again repeat it, sir. And Dr. Rahman, it is not an easy thing. Yes, we should do it. That is a very simple thing to say, but a very tough thing to do. But you have to do it. If you want success in your investment, if you want to have money in your life for your needs, your desires, and your comfortable life, you will have to religiously follow power of compounding. No option of it. Please understand it very carefully. Power of compounding is the eighth wonder, and you can practice it. You can follow it. You can do it. It is a tough thing. I appreciate, but it is not an impossible thing. And Dr. Hussain, I keep telling in my sessions, every individual should do some tough things in life, Principal Ma'am, those which are not impossible, but tough. So we have to do some tough things in life, and power of compounding is one of them. So please religiously follow power of compounding in your life, in your investment. And if you follow it, I can promise you with guarantee that after 15, 20 years, your return portion will become much bigger than your original investment, Dr. Hussain. But it will take minimum 15, 20 years. It will not be happening in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, or 5 years. That is why in investment success, Principal Ma'am, it requires patience. It requires your time. Have patience. But during this period, you should be alert. You should be aware. You should be agile. You should see that your investments are getting any real return. So power of compounding is very, very important for you, for your investment success. Last 10 minutes only, I just want to discuss. Of course, I don't have time, but next time when Dr. Hussain will give me time, we will in detail discuss about the products available in the market for investment. Good. Because Dr. Hussain, it is equally important. We should know the product which are available in the market where we can invest. But very briefly, I will be mentioning some products here where middle class, salary class person can invest. The first category of product available in the market, Dr. Hussain, is governmental small saving schemes. Government of India, Principal Ma'am must be knowing, have started some very good small saving scheme for the middle class, salary class person. And the first scheme, which I feel personally, Dr. Hussain, I don't know whether you have opened account in or not, but if you have not, I feel personally you have missed something. And not you, all young faculty members. I don't know whether Principal Ma'am had opened that account or not. And the name of the scheme is Public Provident Fund Account, PPF. PPF is a very good scheme of the government of India, Dr. Hussain, for the middle class, salary class person. And I feel personally, Dr. Sugata Kumari, that every earner, middle class, salary class person must have a PPF account. And not only one account, they should have, every family member of the family must have PPF account, independent PPF account. Because it is a very good scheme of the government of India, and uniqueness is that it is triple E scheme, Dr. Hussain. No tax at all, tax exempt. Rather, you get tax concession under Section 80C when you invest in this, deposit in this account. So I again repeat, Public Provident Fund Account. Public Provident Fund Account is a very, very good scheme of the government of India, and a middle class, salary class person particularly have PPF account. It is a 15-year scheme. And PPF account can be opened in any of the bank or post offices. You have to deposit every year, Dr. Hussain, 1.5 lakhs per year. Not in one go, in tranche also you can invest it. But maximum amount you can invest in this scheme is 1.50 lakhs. Minimum amount to keep it operational is 1,000 rupees, but it will serve no purpose if you don't invest 1.5 lakhs per year. This scheme is for 15 years, Dr. Hussain, but you should not stop it after 15 years. There is a provision that you can extend this scheme for a period of 5 years, not in one go, but every 5 years you can keep it extending. And I feel personally, Principal Ma'am, you should have 3 extension minimum. Minimum 3 extensions. So after 15 years, again 5 years, again 5 years, again 5 years. And suppose Dr. Hussain, I just give an example. Suppose you are at 30 today. Your age is 30 and you opened a PPF account. And you are depositing every year the 1.5 lakhs in this scheme. When you will become 45 years, Dr. Hussain, the accumulation in this scheme will be 41 lakhs 58,000 at the present rate of 7.10%. And you are very wise, you are very prudent. You extended it for 5 years at the age of 5, again 5 years at the age of 50, and again 5 at the age of 55 years. So when you become 60, Dr. Hussain, and again you are depositing every year 1.50 lakhs. When you become 60, Dr. Hussain, your PPF corpus will be 1.68 lakhs. In the first 15 years, it became 41 lakh 51,000. In the next 15 years, it became 1.61 lakhs. How? How? Because of power of compounding. Every year, your interest also started getting interest on it. So PPF account is a very good scheme, and I personally feel every middle class, salary class person should have not only her or his, but also his family members' PPF account. Even when his wife is not working, even when her husband is not working, they can legally contribute 1.50 lakhs out of your income. So, second scheme, I don't have time, so I will just mention the name of the scheme only. Second scheme, Dr. Hussain, is National Saving Certificate, NSC. Just I'm mentioning the name. Those who are interested can note down the name. They can get the detail from Google. National Saving Certificate. And these are all governmental scheme I'm telling you, my dear friends. Third one is Kisan Vikas Patra. Kisan Vikas Patra. This is the third scheme I am mentioning. Fourth one is RBI bonds. Dr. Hussain, RBI also keep issuing bonds. Mutual fund, I am coming, my dear. Just wait for 5 minutes. RBI bonds. RBI also keep issuing bonds to the public, taxable bond and tax-free bond. The present rate of RBI bond, Dr. Hussain, is around 7.80%. Third one is, fourth one is, Government of India also keep raising loan from you, my dear friends. You might not be aware. Principal Ma'am, we get salary from the government when government raise loan from the public. And we can also give loan to the public. Earlier, it was not possible, not so easy for us. But last year, Principal Ma'am, RBI has started a website, dedicated website for this. And name of the website, Dr. Hussain, is RBI Retail Direct. RBI Retail Direct. This website is solely for the purpose of investing by the middle class, salary class person in government securities. You can go to the website, get yourself registered by giving your information, and then whenever you have money, small money, you keep investing in government securities. Beyond that, Government of India, big institutions, railways, National Highway Authorities, ONGC, Indian Oil Corporation, Coal India, very 100 or plus or 200 plus big institutions, government institutions, they also keep raising loan from the public by issuing bond and debentures. You can give them bond and debentures. So these are the all, and then banks sell, post offices, principal ma'am, have also got lot of savings scheme. You can visit the website of Indian Post and banks, and you can also get idea of the saving schemes of there. So all these are broadly, Dr. Hussain, under the umbrella of governmental small saving scheme. And the beauty of this scheme, Dr. Hussain, is there is no risk, principal ma'am, because it is backed by government. Sovereign guarantee is there. But of course, returns are reasonable, my dear friends. Returns are not extraordinary at all. I'm very clear about it, because there is no risk at all. And the basic funda of economics is very clear. If you want to go only for safe investment, then you will need to satisfy only with the reasonable return. If you want to get high return on your investment, you will have to take some risk in between. So choice is yours. But those who are young, I will not telling it to principal ma'am, but those who are young like Dr. Hussain, Dr. Rahman, and Dr. Haq, and students even, those who are young, they must take risk. They must understand the concept of risk and take it. But it should be blind. It should not be blind risk. It should be calculated risk. Because only through risk taking, you will be making money out of your money. That is very clear. If you are go for the safe investment, then you will literally be accumulating money. But that I can't say to principal ma'am because of his age factor now. Those who are above 50 should not take risk. But those who are 30, 35, 40, 25, they should take. I know, sir, everybody is young. For that matter, I am also young. If you are below 40, you should take good risk. When you cross 50, your risk-taking capacity has become lower. When you are crossing 55 or 58, you literally hardly have any risk-taking capacity. So that is why those who are young, Mr. Banjit Burman, I will tell you, and people like you, those who are young, you should take risk. Because next 20 years, your focus should be only and only on making money, maximum money on your investment, even by taking risk. So the first category is governmental small savings scheme. Beyond that, most of them are private. One more thing I want to mention here, one government scheme. Those who have girl child at home, Dr. Hussain, if you have a girl child at home, and Dr. Rahman, Dr. Haq, or anybody who has girl child at home, whose age is below 10, very special scheme of the government of India for those girls only. So, and the name of the scheme is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. It is only for the girl child, and that too his age is below 10. So if you have girl child at home or in your close relations, please mention about this scheme to them. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, very good scheme of the government of India. And the purpose of the scheme is that every girl should get good education. And in her marriage, parents should not feel pinch or burden. This scheme has been devised that you have to contribute every year 1.50 lakhs. And tax exemption is also there. And the highest interest government of India is giving in this scheme, 8% today, which no other government scheme except senior citizen scheme is getting. That is 20%, 8.20% in senior citizen scheme only. But other government schemes are not giving 8% return. But in this scheme, because it is purely a girl child scheme, those who have girl child should open this scheme, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. If you are interested, get the details. Now, beyond that, there are private investment products available in the market. The other option, Dr. Hussain, is property and real estate. You can make investment in property and real estate. I'm not an expert on that line, so I will and not go into the details of that option. But of course, option is available, but risk is there in property, in real estate. How much return you will get, not certain. And for property investment, you will need huge money. So option is available to you. Third one is gold, where you can invest. I can see Sugata Kumari ma'am, and where Dr. Haq has gone, I don't know whether she is there or not. Because now I am talking about the scheme which is dear to female members of the society. And that is gold. Mr. Abrar Hussain, in our family, female members are passionate about gold. And it is not today, Dr. Hussain. For centuries together, this mindset is there of our female members that they should have maximum gold. And normally we get gold through jewelry only. But my dear friends, purchasing of jewelry is a losing proposition. Please understand what I am saying. Purchasing of jewelry is a losing proposition, because suppose you today purchase some jewelry, your wife purchased some jewelry today. After 10 years, suppose you goes back to the jeweler and say that I want new design, I want to sell that jewelry. What jeweler will tell? Yes, ma'am, we can take it back, but there will be cut of 30% on your making charges. Then there might be again additional cut of 10% on purity charges. So literally 40 to 50% cut is there when you sell your jewelry to the jeweler back. But now for that, now Government of India has come out with a very unique scheme. Please note it down. Very good scheme of the Government of India only, Dr. Hussain, no private scheme I am mentioning here. And the name of the scheme is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. SOVEREIGN. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the Government of India, where government is now encouraging Dr. Hussain, middle class person, not to purchase jewelry, not to purchase gold in jewelry form. Rather go with this scheme. The account of sovereign gold bond can be opened in majority of the banks and RBI. And it can be opened online and offline, Dr. Hussain. And you can minimum make investment of 1 gram gold, and maximum investment limit is 4 kg gold individually. Individually, you can make investment up to 4 kg gold. The scheme is of 8 years. And Dr. Hussain, Government of India which giving you 3 benefits in this scheme. First benefit, whatever amount you invest in sovereign gold bond will earn an interest of 2.5% every year for next 8 years. Guaranteed 2.5% interest on your investment. Second one, which is major benefit. Whatever appreciation in the gold price will also be given back to you. Suppose, Dr. Hussain, you invest today in this gold bond scheme, sovereign gold bond scheme, when the price of the gold is 60,000 10 gram or 6,000 per gram. After 8 years, suppose the gold price goes to 80,000 10 gram. And Dr. Hussain, during last 30-40 years, gold price is always increasing. So suppose after 8 years, the gold price goes to 80,000 10 gram or 8,000 per gram. Government of India will give you refund at the rate of 8,000 or 80,000. So what is the difference between 60,000 and 20,000? Or 80,000 and 60,000, that is 20,000 will also be given to you. And third benefit, there will be no tax liability, Dr. Hussain, because of indexation benefit. So this is a very good scheme of the Government of India, and you should consider investing your gold, if you want to invest in gold, in sovereign gold bond scheme. Lastly, where you can invest is share market. But Dr. Hussain, some people say that share market is sheer speculation. Arey Baba, satta bajari hai. People don't understand share market. That is why they say that it is satta bajari, it is speculation. But my dear friends, I want to tell all of you, share bazaar is not a satta bajari. It is not a speculation. It is purely knowledge-based market, Dr. Hussain. Share market is purely knowledge-based market. And those who don't have knowledge of the market must not invest into share market directly. This is my personal opinion. Even after working with Government of India and SEBI for almost 30 years, I can say that those who don't have knowledge of the share market should never invest a single penny in share market, at least directly. Because there is a risk. Risk is high, but so is the reward. And Dr. Hussain, for your information, share market has given maximum return during last 35 years. Average 15% return, Dr. Hussain, average 15% annual return. But again, I'm not encouraging anybody to invest in share market. I will not be getting any commission out of it. What I want to rather emphasize here, if you don't have knowledge of the market, never invest your hard-earned money in share market. First, gain knowledge if you want to invest directly. But there is an indirect way of investing, Dr. Hussain, and that is called mutual fund. My dear friends, mutual fund is nothing but indirect way of investing into share market. It is an indirect way. Dr. Hussain, you are not directly investing. You are giving your money to the fund managers. And out of context, I want to tell Dr. Hussain and Dr. Haq and Dr. Rahman and those who are my Muslim brothers and sisters. In mutual fund, Dr. Hussain, there are some schemes which are Shariat compliant. So if you say that I want to invest strictly as per Shariat law, then in mutual fund, some schemes are there where you can invest in according to your Shariat law as well. So in mutual fund, basically it's an indirect way of investing. You are not directly investing. You are giving your money to the experts, which are technically called fund managers. And why you are giving? Because you don't have knowledge, you don't have time, and you don't have experience. That is why you are giving your money to the fund manager, but your purpose and object is very clear. I am giving my money to you. Deploy my money as per rules, as per regulation of the scheme, and try to earn maximum return for me and give back to me. So it is not a social service, my dear friend. It is surely a proposition where I am giving my money to the fund manager to deploy money into security market and beyond. And why I am giving? Because I am not an expert of investment. They are experts. I don't have time. You have full-time job and then family to look after. The people have got 24 hours to manage your money. And that is why I am giving my money to them so that they can earn money for me and give back to me. But my dear friends, mutual fund has got risk. I want to tell you very clearly. If anybody says that there is no risk, he is not telling you the truth. Secondly, mutual fund will give you good return only when you are a long-term investor. When you invest for minimum 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, you should not expect good return in a short period of 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 5 or 1 year or 2 years. Ideally speaking, you should invest minimum for 5 years, but if you keep investing for 10, 15, 20 years, there are most likely that you will get very good return on your investment in mutual funds. But again, no guarantee at all. Nobody can give. If somebody gives you guarantee, he is not telling you the truth. There are 3 broad categories of mutual funds. One is equity fund, another one is debt fund, and third one is hybrid fund. I don't have time. Otherwise, I would have explained you all these things in detail. But the best thing in mutual fund through which middle class, salary class person should invest, and Dr. Hussain, I feel personally, every individual must have SIP. The best way of investing is SIP, systematic investment plan. And this again, I am addressing Dr. Hussain to young persons only. I will not tell participants who are above 50 or above 45, or rather at least 50. But those who are 25, 30, and even students, they can start an SIP. SIP is nothing but a recurring account. You are investing regularly. And normally, since Dr. Hussain, we are getting salary on monthly basis, we should invest in monthly SIP. Every month you are investing. Minimum amount of investment is SIP, Dr. Hussain, is 500 rupees only. Maximum, there is no limit. And for a student, Dr. Hussain, for your students, they can start SIP of even at the rate of 100 rupees only out of their pocket money. And I will encourage all your students, please think of starting SIP out of your pocket money at this stage itself. Last week, Dr. Hussain, I had visited a management institute in Greater Noida, UP, and I was happily surprised to know that out of 298 MBA students, 258 have already started SIP out of their pocket money. You see the awareness people have got now. Majority of the middle class, salary class person have started SIP. And Dr. Hussain, I know a lot of friends like you who have started not one SIP, but multiple SIPs, 5, 6 SIPs. And all SIPs are target-oriented SIPs. One SIP for going on vacation, second SIP for higher education of children, third SIP for marriage of children, fourth SIP for retirement plan. So you can have multiple SIPs in your life, but I am not encouraging anybody to go for investment in mutual fund unless and until you understand the concept of mutual fund in detail and feel yourself convinced. And for that, I am requesting all of you, please note it down. One website name I am mentioning to all of you. Please note down the name of the website. Name of the website, Dr. Hussain, is Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Mr. Sabjar, note it down on the chat box as well. Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. This is the name of the website which has been developed by Amfi. And in this website, Dr. Hussain, every information about mutual fund is given. Every information. What is mutual fund? What are the different categories of mutual fund? How it works? What is SIP? What is the importance of SIP? How you can start SIP? Everything. How you get redemption? What is STP? What is FWP? Every information is given in this scheme. Lot of information is given. Please spend your time in reading the material available on this website. For 1 month, 2 months, take your time, understand each and every concept of mutual fund. And if you find it beneficial, only then you should think of investing in mutual fund. Otherwise, don't do it. I am not recommending anybody to invest in mutual fund unless and until you understand the concept of mutual fund and SIP. So SIP is a very big thing. Last 2 things, I can go on mutual fund for next 1 hour, but Dr. Hussain, time is a constant. Next time, if your people are interested and principal ma'am agrees, we will have a dedicated session on mutual fund next time. Last 2 things I want to request you, because you are from Assam and principal ma'am, there is a meanness going on in Assam, in West Bengal particularly. And Dr. Hussain, that is Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. People will come and request you to invest. They will promise you doubling your money in 4 years, giving you 20% return. That incentive, they're all frauds. I want to use very harsh word for them, Dr. Hussain. We should never invest money. We should never invest our hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. Because they are all fraud. They will not make their promise good. They can't double your money in 4 or 5 years. But unfortunately, our segment of the society, Dr. Hussain, who are not so educated, you are a plumber, you are an electrician, you are a peon, you are a clerk, you are auto driver, you are taxi driver, you are maid servant. They go for these investing their money in hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme fund because of greed only. So, principal ma'am, I will request you, particularly you kindly lead your team to educate people of all segment of the society in your area, that they should never invest their hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committee. If they don't have anything, no problem at all. They should keep their savings in government schemes, in post offices and banks. At least, Dr. Hussain, their money will not be lost. They will not be getting extraordinary return, but at least, so principal ma'am, kindly start this campaign because it is your social responsibility. We have got some social responsibility also for the society for which we are working. So never invest in Ponzi scheme, chit fund. Last thing I want to tell, Dr. Rahman, through you.
Yes, sir.
Prosperity is your right. Dr. Rahman.
Yes, sir.
Prosperity is your right, and prosperity to me simply means not becoming a Mukesh Ambani. Prosperity simply means I should have money for my basic needs. I should have money for my family obligations. I should have money for my comfortable life. I should have money for my normal desires. So this is my prosperity, Dr. Hussain, and prosperity is my right. Every individual has got right to be prosper. It is not a luck at all, Principal Ma'am. Unfortunately, we Indians depend much on luck. Luck is nothing in prosperity. You all can be prosper. I can give you confidence. All participants can be prosper, provided they start working on their saving and investment right from the day they start earning. They should be best saver. They should be best investor. They should earn maximum invest. And if they do for continuously for 15, 20 years, I can say with confidence, you will all be prosper. You will all be have money in your life, which you need. Not extraordinary, not 550 crore, 100 crore, but the money which you will need, you will have it. So again, I repeat, prosperity is your right. Prosperity is not a luck. Dr. Hussain, prosperity is an effort. We have to make effort for it. And there may be some participant, Principal Ma'am, in this session who might think that they are not from good family, they are not from the rich family, but to them, my blunt answer is that forget about your family origin. Forget that you are not from good family. Forget that you are not from rich family. Forget from today itself. Never think now. Because birth in a poor family, Principal Ma'am, is not a curse at all. Birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. But living as poor and die as poor, Dr. Hussain, is a curse, which we all can avoid by managing our money in such a manner that we should have money when I need it. So I wish you all the best. Wish you that all you become prosper by making your sincere efforts toward management of your money, which you will take. I'm confident. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
Now,
Thank you, sir.
if
Thank you, sir.
Principal Ma'am want to give her observation, I will be happy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Sir,
you, sir.
we are thankful to you for your very nice presentation. We have touched almost all aspects of investment and saving. In short, it was very insightful and informative. We are very much thankful to you, sir. Now, respected participants, if you do have any question, please ask directly. We requested you to put your query in the chat box, but we have not found any query in the chat box. So we again would like to request you, if you do have any query, please raise your hand and ask directly to sir.
Yes,
Please
you have
go
got
ahead
any question,
if
please
you do
come
have any
forward and
query.
ask the question. Otherwise, we can close it. Any query for yes? Please unmute yourself. Mr. Sabjar, please help him unmuting herself. Please unmute yourself, my dear friend. Nyangat Ching. Yes.
Yes, sir, I just want to ask you regarding the government scheme you mentioned about the PPF.
Yeah.
So you said like it's a 15-year scheme,
Hmm.
and you said like it after 15 years the scheme can be extended. So like how to extend the scheme? If suppose I'm still a student, but if I if I have reached my 15 years of, joining the scheme. So after that, how do I extend the scheme?
First, I am very happy that you are a student and still interested in investment. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Secondly, you can open a PPF account even when you are not earning, if your father can contribute to your PPF account.
Okay, sir.
Minimum, you should invest, you should deposit 1.5 lakhs every year for next 15 years.
Okay, sir.
After 15 years, you should go to the bank and say that I want to extend the scheme. In writing, you have to give an application.
Okay, sir.
Then bank will extend this for 5 years.
Okay.
And during that extended 5 years, you can continue depositing 1.50 lakhs.
Okay, sir.
After 5 years, again go to the bank and say that I am still interested to extend it for another term or 5 years.
Okay.
So there is no limit. Every 5 years you can keep extending unless and until you have a very good corpus and unless and until you need the money.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So you can you can open the PPF account in any of the bank.
Okay, sir.
Most of the major branches of the banks are operating PPF scheme. Of course, it is a government scheme. But,
okay, sir.
But you can go to the bank and open the account.
Okay, sir. Sir, one last question. I just want to ask you, according to your opinion, what is the best government scheme for investment?
PPF is the first one.
Okay, PPF is the best.
PPF is the first one. Everything is best, but PPS is the first one.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, thank you so much, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Yes. Any other question from any participant? Any more question? Dr. Rahman, we can close it now if there are no questions. Dr. Hussain. Yes. Subhalakshmi ma'am. Yes, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. This is Subhalakshmi. When I work with rural women, they are asking for suggestion for investment as I'm a financial assistant professor. What will be your suggestion for a rural women with a farming background to get into investments with higher return?
Ma'am, first thing is they should have opened a Jan Dhan Yojana account. Of course, now most of the women have a bank account now. Encourage them to operate their account.
Okay.
Encourage them, because normally people open the account and then they operate it. They don't operate it. The purpose is defeated. So encourage them to operate the account. Go to the bank, deposit the amount, even a small amount of 50 rupees. They should continue start saving. Then they should have Atal Pension Yojana subscription also, because they are from rural background. Atal Pension Yojana is very good scheme for their pension, because when they become 60, they will get pension of 5,000 rupees. But for that, they have to deposit the money in Atal Pension scheme. Then if they have savings, encourage them to earn money. Subhalakshmi, that is more important, because you should encourage women, village women, to get confidence of earning some money. And how they can do? They can start something at a very small scale. And for that, Subhalakshmi ma'am, Government of India has started a very good scheme that is called Mudra scheme. Mudra loans. You might have heard about it since you are working.
Yes.
Encourage them to take Mudra loan. Encourage them to start something so that they can start earning more what they are earning. It is a process, Subhalakshmi ma'am. It is not an event. Of course, it is a very tough task, but you have, since you are working for the women folk, I am very happy that you are working for those women, and I congratulate you. And definitely, you give your number here in the chat box. My coordinator will get connected to you, and we will definitely do some program for women and village women also with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Rupanjit.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
First of all, I would like to thank you for such a nice session. I would like to ask the organizer to conduct another session with you so that we can get a very broad analysis of mutual fund, about the equity, and hybrid of mutual fund.
Yeah, definitely. We will do.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes, Radian Narjari.
Hello.
Yeah.
Audible now?
Yeah.
Yes. Sharma, I'm very heard your session.
Your voice is not clear, my dear friend. Yeah, speak, please. Yes, any other question, Dr. Hussain, or we can close it?
Any more questions? I think there is no question, sir.
Okay.
So we are at the 11th hour of this auspicious program, and now, as for agenda, vote of thanks, I would like to request Dr. Reza Rahman Sarkar, co-convener of today's program, to proceed to the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Respected Principal Madam, Honorable Resource Person of today's webinar, respected Coordinator, AMFI, respected Guest of Honor, and all the respected participants from different parts of India. Now, I am going to offer vote of thanks. At the very beginning, I would like to thank Dr. Nilpadmini Rabha, Madam, Principal, UN Brahma College, and patron of this webinar. Thank you, Madam, for giving us the opportunity to organize this webinar. My special and most heartfelt thanks is extended to Mr. Surya-Kant Sharma, sir, resource person of this webinar. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable knowledge and experiences on the topic. My sincere thanks to Mr. Sabjar Ahmed, Coordinator, AMFI, for your cooperation, support, and encouragement to organize this webinar. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Mayamui Nazari Madam for your support and suggestion. My special thanks goes to Dr. Akbar Hussain for convener of this webinar. Thank you, sir, for running the entire webinar smoothly. Finally, a big thanks to all the participants from different parts of India for joining the webinar. Thank you all.
I, on my behalf and on behalf of Amfi, Dr. Hussain, I am thankful to respected Principal Ma'am, Dr. Hussain, your all core team member for the organizers of this event, to all the participants, particularly that Dr. Rahman, Dr. Haq, and all faculty members who have taken pain in organizing this program with your college. And a special thank, of course, go to Mr. Sabjar Ahmed, who has coordinated this event with your college, and with the hope that we will continue to keep this journey on jointly together. With that hope and with that promise, I thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.